Now that Clark is headed to Indiana, many people may be swapping out their Hawkeye gear for Fever clothing.
And here on campus, if you look at the Caitlin Clark story, just in the merchandise sold, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
You break it, you own it, and Clark number 22 have been popular.
Picture this. Aja Wilson, WNBA champ, used to rule the court and the merch stands. Enter Caitlin Clark, the new kid on the block. Suddenly, Wilson's jersey sales are in free fall and Clark's stuff can't stay on the shelves. It's like the WNBA got flipped upside down overnight. You really believed Aja Wilson could do no wrong. Like courtside seats at the championships, this newcomer is flying off the shelves. The rookie phenom Caitlin Clark is shaking up the WNBA merchandise industry. How, however, is she managing to do it? We can discuss Clark's academic achievements in college. As she broke record after record at Iowa, this girl was like a walking highlight reel. Fans are going crazy for her as she takes her fury play to the WNBA. Her on-court prowess is certainly noteworthy, but that's not all. Go back to the days when brand new merchandise would languish on store shelves for days. No more. Products designed by Clark are moving through inventory at a rate that exceeds the speed of a three-pointer.
And it's after Clark was picked. Stores rolled out Caitlin Clark Indiana Fever jerseys and t-shirts.
Fans are on the hunt for anything and everything Clark now that she's officially a member of the Indiana Fever.
Right from Christmas time through, I mean, we didn't have nearly enough in stock for just the regular jersey t-shirts and whatnot. And then it's just been nonstop orders coming in still today.
Dick Weiss posted that more Caitlin Clark Indiana Fever jerseys were sold in one day than the Cowboys sold last year for the entire team.
Her products reportedly sold out in minutes. That brand new basketball that bears her name, completed in under 30 minutes. It's as if the sales started earlier than usual and Clark is the best bargain in town. I know what you're thinking. So what? There is usually some excitement about new players. Now things start to get crazy. The merchandise of Clark is literally disappearing before your eyes, but that of Aja Wilson is still prominently displayed. As an analogy, think of an empty gym as opposed to a jam-packed arena. What is the disparity in demand? Impressive is an understatement. Hold on a second. It's not only about Clark's own brand. Everything she comes into contact with becomes golden, much like King Midas. What about her teammates from Iowa? Also, their jersey sales have been over the roof. Everywhere Clark goes, success follows. It's as if she had a magical touch. And if you were impressed by that, you should see this. Keep in mind the sport of basketball I brought up before, the one that was gone in the blink of an eye. Clearly, it isn't selling well. Nope. It's showing up on the secondary market once more. That $24.95 ball though, that's the killer. Prices can reach $200 presently. You're showing signs of desperation, not simply demand. For a chance to experience Clark's enchantment, people are prepared to shell out 8 times the initial investment. Not everyone is following along as Clark updates the WNBA playbook. Those days when Aja Wilson represented the league are long gone. Just now, her jersey sales are so low that she isn't even in the top 5. Why has this incredible turn of events taken place? We need to discuss Aja Wilson's merchandise dilemma. Not only is it unimpressive, but it's surprising as hell. Equipment belonging to champions is gathering dust, whereas that of rookies disappears in a matter of minutes. After years of dominating the royal court, Wilson is now just 5th in clothing sales. 5th, I'm correct. Despite her dominance in the league, her products are suddenly not selling well. Perhaps you're asking, how on earth did this happen? The fact that Wilson is losing her touch is only part of the problem. Clark utterly alters the course of events. Items from Clark are going viral on the internet, whereas those from Wilson are hardly making a dent. The difference is so great that it's like seeing the premiere of a major motion picture in a mostly empty theater. The intriguing part though begins at this point. All t-shirts and jerseys aren't equal here. The WNBA's evolution is the subject. The fact that Wilson can't seem to move merchandise is indicative of a major change in the league, not just a sales glitch. Fast changes are occurring in fan engagement. Players who win fans' hearts away from the court are now considered as valuable as those who dominate while playing. So why did Wilson have a merchandise meltdown? Perhaps it's a combination of factors. Perhaps her advertising campaign isn't producing the desired results. Maybe her public persona isn't connecting with her audience as much as it once did. When she was playing basketball, excellent as ever, but that might not cut it in the WNBA of today. A knowledgeable source said, "Her jersey situation is shocking to me. It tells you all you need to know about who's moving the needle in the league." Oh no. It goes beyond a simple sales issue when a superstar player is unable to move shirts. It's all about how popular you are. The WNBA power structure is being transformed by this merchandise war. These days, it's more important to determine who can generate the most buzz, sell out venues, and empty online stores than to determine who has the best game. Plus, A'ja Wilson isn't that player at the moment. Contemplate it. The future of A'ja Wilson's endorsement deals is in jeopardy if the league champion and MVP is unable to boost merchandise sales. She has a signature shoe, right? According to a critic, if A'ja Wilson can't sell merch or to the point of getting a signature shoe, well, why put one out? Unfortunately, marketability frequently takes precedence over natural ability in the realm of professional sports. Is the impact of a rookie on a professional league something you're conscious of? Give it another thought. Not only is Clark's presence increasing ticket sales, but it is also revealing weaknesses in the WNBA structure. How wide are these cracks, and what does their potential impact on women's basketball hold? Now we can discuss the Clark effect. It's much more than just merchandise selling like hotcakes. The youngster is causing a ruckus that is shaking the WNBA. It hasn't made everyone pleased though. Always one to spill the beans, Gilbert Arenas said just that when discussing the WNBA players' reactions to Clark. He claims that there is a great deal of staring. Why? Because everyone is staring at Clark, and that attention is illuminating them as well, and not in a positive manner. Arenas notes that when a celebrity like Clark is involved, attention is immediately drawn to their every action. That makes it seem like everything is going under a microscope whenever other players act in an unsportsmanlike manner, particularly towards Clark. And let's face it, anyone might feel anxious under such intense scrutiny. The intriguing part, though, begins at this point. Arenas isn't merely referring to envy. Some players may be revealing their real colors, and they're not pretty according to his suggestion. His implication is that the WNBA as a whole is suffering from a more systemic issue. What the hey? You may be asking. It's only a small group of players becoming frustrated, isn't it? Totally incorrect. More than simply sentiments are at stake here. Here we are discussing the WNBA's future. Contemplate it. How does the behavior of players, particularly towards the league's newest star player, affect the level of engagement from fans? How does it influence the likelihood that people will purchase tickets, attend games, or buy merchandise? Returning to the topic of merchandise, let's revisit those Clark basketballs. Keep in mind that they were gone in an instant. Now you may find them on the secondary market. Also, those balls that were $24.95 are now selling for as much as $200. That's pure madness, not only demand. So how does the WNBA stand to benefit from this? We seem to be witnessing the onset of a perfect storm. This rookie sensation isn't only killing it on the field, he's also raking in the dough. There are several well-established players who may be starting to feel the pressure. And then there are the spectators who are taking it all in, choose a side to root for, and maybe even spend some cash on. The question of top player is becoming irrelevant. What matters is the ability to captivate the public, generate enthusiasm, and make people want to be a part of the WNBA. At this very moment, Clark is dominating that particular game. Is this beneficial for the WNBA though? That is the million-dollar question. Your enthusiasm for the league is, on the one hand, unparalleled. Thanks to Clark, interest in women's basketball has increased, revenues have increased, and new fans have joined the fold.